Lot. A little bit.
So excited. I'm really nervous.
You just girl with the rest of them.
That's my first one.
Oh, that's cute. Wait a minute.
Looks pretty good. Thank you, Pinterest.
This should be fun.
Turn this on. Is this my good side? No, it's on my good side. I cannot wait. I am so excited. Let go.
Okay, make sure everything's right. Is the lighting? Okay, lighting's good. What's the ISO? Okay. All right. So we're ready. Making sure. Okay, good.
So I'm really excited. I'm actually super excited. But I'm also very nervous. And I'm not really sure what to expect. But ultimately, I hope this is fun.
Okay, so this is it. I gotta get ready. It's gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm excited. I'm excited, right? Yeah, I'm excited. Let's go. Oh my gosh, we are so excited to be here.
Yes.
Welcome. We are so excited to be in our first season and really taking off. After this, you're definitely gonna know much more about who we are, and we really hope to know much more about who you are. It's gonna get real this season, so buckle up, because this is Salt.
Women proposing. I mean, what is that about?
I mean, before we go down the bashing, I definitely think that there is, reason to it. I definitely think that I can understand why women feel compelled to want to do that, take ownership of that relationship and so on. But it really kind of sets a precedent in your relationship that you might not want in the future.
Right.
What happens with chivalry? Chivalry is supposed to be when, a man goes and pursues a woman and tells her like, hey, I love you, let's be together.
Yeah.
Where do you draw the line if you propose? Yeah. What happens to the chivalry? What happens to me taking care of you? I think there's something that gets lost in the mix.
I agree.
What about glamorizing the stripper lifestyle or just sex on TV, period? Because there's so much of it, like everywhere we go. I mean, we were just watching a car commercial yesterday and like a Viagra pill dropped into the gas tank. It was just like, what did
that even have to do with
anything?
We were so confused.
A Viagra?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Strippers have been around forever. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
They are the role and job of the stripper, has been there since the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
Just like there have been lawyers and presidents and everything else. I just think that what's happened now is that the media, when before maybe society would kind of shy away from sex and it would kind of shy away from, exposing all of that and making it so in your face. I think that now the media has just done its job and evolved in that. And so now what's happened is that it has become so popular. It has become so,
acceptable.
Bend over, touch your toes, crazy.
Right. Love songs used to be like, so undercover. And I was just like,
being an ex-stripper, I agree with Yeda because it's always been around.
Yeah.
It's always been around. It's not as if, it just came out. However, as Yeda was sharing, it really has definitely taken a whole new toll in what we see today. When I was growing up, even just music videos that were even more adult will be shown late in the day or like literally after prime time, 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, like JJ shared, you have a commercial that will probably be in the middle of, I don't know, whatever channel on a network that's family friendly, and there it is. And it's important for all of us to understand that this is something that like the media is really trying to target at not just us as women, but also as our kids.
Right.
You know, our kids are trying to get them exposed to these sexual innuendos and make them desensitize them to these things as if they're normal, as if they're acceptable, and as if they're something that that should be trendy.
Right. Yeah. There's so many issues even on social media, you know, like just seeing how everyone's life is glamorized, you know, and you don't really see the real them, and it's just like you're looking at them like, oh my gosh, they have it all together.
Because you're spending 20 minutes thinking, I wish I could have done that, when you could do that. Reinvest that time back into yourself. You don't need to compare yourself to other people. You're amazing as you are.
Like, for example, with me, like, I'm in grad school, and so I don't have a social life. I have to study, and I have to do homework and all this stuff. And then there's people, I get on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, which I shouldn't be on. Anyway, so, and you have people going to France. And they're going to Italy, and they're having delicious pasta, and all this. Yeah, you. And so they're doing all these things, and I feel like a loser because I'm like, dang, I haven't gone nowhere, and I haven't done nothing, and so I think that when you cross a line of comparing yourself and you really go down that place, it's a dangerous place. To be at, simply because you will never be satisfied. You will always be chasing something. I used to compare myself a lot with other people, and it drove me down a very dangerous road. Ultimately, I kind of became a person that couldn't even really accept what they actually look like, and I was actually anorexic for several years because of my comparison to other people. I would always compare myself and be like, oh, that person is skinny and this person is whatever, and I don't look like that. And the truth of the matter is that I am not supposed to look like anybody else. I'm supposed to look like me. And I ended up being anorexic for several years, and then I tampered with the bulimia situation. That was disgusting. Don't do it. And ultimately, I came to the point after college where I really realized that was stupid, first of all. Second of all, it's disgusting. And ultimately, that wasn't who I wanted to be for the rest of my life. There had to come a point where I could look at myself and say, I accept myself. I love myself. And I really think that for me, it was just, I found Jesus. So I really came to a point where I really truly loved who I was as a person and what I looked like. But it took me several years to get there. So I know the struggle, and it's totally real.
I used to want to be like her and her and her. And it was just like, Christ really helped me to understand like who I was, and he showed me the value that he had in me, you know, that he instilled in me. And so I had to like look to him, you know, and be cool, you know, with being in my lane, staying in my lane. That's one thing he used to always tell me. God, I'm talking about tell me to stay in my lane and not worry about who's left and who's right of me. I'm going to be where I need to be when it's my time to be there.
Yeah. You know, one of my favorite quotes, and it's by Andy Stanley, which I think, you know, he's amazing. He's so inspirational. But he said, do what's moral and not what's modeled. Yeah. And it said so that is so good. Yeah. Such a good quote, because that's really what we see on social media a lot. Even I could say for myself, being a social media person that used to just always, you know, post for likes, posting for attention, trying to do whatever, you know, that's what was modeled to me, and so that's what I end up doing it. But it's not healthy. Yeah. It's not healthy, because what we see is modeled are things that are degrading, things that lead to negative thoughts of yourself, comparison, like you just said, and more importantly, thinking of yourself as not good enough. We are special the way God created us. We're unique. You know, all of us have gifts and talents that God literally gave all of us to be highlighted. And it's okay to not necessarily be going to France on this occasion. It's okay. I can go to Olive Garden and be very content.
Hey,
you know?
yes.
And so, plug for you. But it's we have to take back our identity and quit putting it out for other people to define it and for social media to define it in such a heavy way. Right. Yes, it's cool for your girlfriend to like your picture, but it does not mean that you have to keep doing it in order to be liked.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You get what I'm saying?
Like yourself.
Yes.
Like yourself.
Hello,
Like
beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we want to hear your thoughts too on the conversation. It doesn't stop here. We want to connect with you next week on our live chat and hear all about what you have to say on what we just discussed. So, talking about thoughts, ladies, I want to know, what are some of your thoughts on one another when you first met? Like me. What were some of your first impressions, honestly, of each other?
So my impression of LA. I love you, I do. But when I met you, I definitely thought you were mean. And
No, I didn't.
yeah, and I think it was really because of your personality. Like when you, like it was at first. No, because at first you were really standoffish and just not quiet and not really engaging.
Yeah.
So, but I love you now, and I've really gotten to know you better. You're really nice. I really
Thank you.
But I definitely did think you.
It's all love here.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you, girl.
Wow. Well, my first impression of Yada was like we met at like this house church function that we had, and she was like super inviting, like welcoming into her home, you know, and there was like dogs, and like her mom was just cooking for us, and like dogs in the background. It was like a typical like Hispanic home.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was great, but like I just thought she was so sweet, and she's
that's so
sweet, but she's a little spicy too.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so
Muy
mine-
caliente.
Yeah.
Muy caliente.
Yeah. So mine, I am going to go with Michelle. My first impression of you was actually real couple static. It was like, you know, hey girl.
Hey girl,
Like,
hey.
hey girl, hey. Hey girl, hey. You know, like we have so many similarities. And so it wasn't even like an introduction. It was like, oh, let's pick up where we never left off.
Right.
Like, hey girl, what's going on?
Where the conversation start.
Let's conversation start right now. You know. So yeah, that's cool.
It was, I think, JJ. I mean, I think we clicked immediately because we have the whole West Coast vibe going on there. And Kelly loves Kelly at the end of the day. So, I mean, JJ was just cool, calm, collective, and she's ready to talk whenever you're ready to listen. So, it was all good over here. So, that's what
I love you. I really do.
Okay.
We seriously can't wait to get to know you better throughout this season. Make sure you hit us up later. And also, thank you so much for letting us season your Sunday. So,
Bye-bye, girl.
see ya.
Hey guys, thank you for watching our show. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I know you did. So therefore, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.